look down and keep moving.
Why do you think that fans should experience Inside Out 2 in IMAX?
Oh, wow. Because, I hate to jump in on this, but, but I believe that because the level of animation is so beyond what they did the first time. Because when I'm watching it, the 2 times I've watched it, and I was like, and both times I thought, I really want to see this, and I'm not one of those people, but I said, I've got to see this in IMAX because it's going to be something special in IMAX because it's really extraordinary, the visuals. They're extraordinary.
The brilliance of translating like a complex psychological thing into a Pixar character or movement. Number one, that's brilliant. Number two, the technology has changed. Kelsey told me, the director told me that the technology for the old film, they couldn't, it moved so fast, they had to recreate anger, the core emotions from scratch. So to see the new technology, to see the, Joy isn't static, there's like light coming out of her. It's just and also the different kinds of animation. Like we have Pouchy and Bluefy, which represent a different era, so they're 2D. We've got Lance Slashblade, who's a video game, so and he's pixelated different. So to really enjoy that, you got to see it in IMAX.
Ooh, I mean, it's such a. I think the fact that Pixar, how they have orchestrated the emotional life, that's such a challenge, but they made it so accessible. And to see all the details of this movie and to see just the surprises, I mean, the bigger the better. Let's see it in IMAX. You'll get everything.
So if you could experience any movie either again or for the very first time in IMAX, what would you choose and why?
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Oh, man.
I loved seeing the newest Top Gun movie in IMAX. I brought the family, I brought the kids. It blew our minds.
Oh, cool.
And,
I didn't get a chance to see it.
I'd go back and do that again any day.
Oh, yeah. Is this any film or did it have to be in IMAX? Any film? I'd have to go for, I got a lot of sequels on my mind so because of making this one. Give me Empire Strikes Back up on the big screen.
Classic.
That would be fantastic.
I don't know if it would even adjust, but I'm a Goonies fan from childhood. So like to be immersed in that world, kind of surrounded by IMAX, that would be very nostalgic.
Without giving too much away, are there any scenes in particular that you think are just gonna blow the socks off the audience on the IMAX screen?
Yeah, the ending. We really pushed it to a level beyond even the first film.
We did.
And there are literal cliffhangers at the end of this. And that's the part I would love to really see, the scale that we kind of win at near the end.
Yeah, the scope of the effects that are going on at the end of the movie is mind-scrambling. And the team at Pixar just really poured themselves into making it the coolest thing they could. And it still blows us away every time we see it.
So I know on your Instagram you mentioned that you're a huge Inside Out fan. Yeah. So how excited are you to be a part of this franchise now?
It's one of those, I actually didn't, it wasn't until I heard my voice in the trailer that I was like, oh, they kept me. So I would, the whole time I was just, I had such reverence for the first one that I just wanted to do it right. I wanted to match what they brought to the table, and hopefully I did, but it's just a fantastic movie. It's fantastic.
If you could add another emotion to the group, what would you add?
Wow. I always say hunger, but that's not an emotion.
It's hangry. Hangry is a thing, so it's like an offshoot.
Well, hangry would be the one.
Shame, I feel, but shame I imagine to be more of a place, like a dark forest that you go into and maybe want to get out of.
Well, that was the one that they said that they were going to do and didn't do.
No.
Yeah,
because I think it's
too much.
Yeah, because I think it is a place. Like an emotion, remember, emotions are there to protect us.
Yeah.
Fear is there to protect us from harm. I'm not sure what shame would protect us from. So it feels more like a dark forest or a place.
I kind of like if there's almost like a courageous or like a pride or kind of or even like a hope. I like the whole element of like living in just the kind of the hope. I mean, that's joy, obviously, but just kind of embracing hope more rather than kind of a default sometimes is fear,
That's a great one.
Yeah.
I wrote the question. I don't even know which emotion I would add, so that's great.
Oh, good, good.
Is there any other emotion, if you could add one more to the mix, that you would choose to add?
Oh yeah, who would you add?
Okay,
Who would you add?
let's see. There was a time in this production where we talked about maybe having jealousy be like an identical twin to envy. Twins that were really hard, no one could tell them apart. But then we did the research and we learned they are very different emotions,
Yeah.
and you would be able to tell them apart. So that idea went away. But I'd maybe bring back jealousy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, that's great. I have to say this movie really pulls at the heartstrings. It hits close to home.
Yeah.
I know it's, your audience is more geared towards children, but as an adult, I thoroughly enjoyed it and felt so close to it. So.
And that's who we make it for. We really do make it for everybody. Mark and I are fathers, and it's very seldom that a movie comes out that we can say, let's all go to the theaters together and see that. And everybody's like, yes, I want to go because I'm going to get something out of it.
My immediate thought after I watched it was, wow, I can't wait to watch this again. So.
Wow, that's another thing I wanted to do.
amazing.
Those are my favorite types of movies, the ones you can watch over and over and over and over again. So that's a wonderful little
Well, you
comment.
succeeded.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. Thank you.